Hey guys, this is Jonathan McCormack over at attachmenthealinghelp.com, and I want to give two meditations to deal with, rumination, OCD type thoughts, anxiety. People have asked me for them, so I'll just talk about this for about 10 minutes and then I'll go into both of them. Now, the first thing about these thoughts is people want to know what's an obsessive thought, what's a ruminating thought, as opposed to a normal thought. So recently, I got into some financial trouble, and I'm worried, and I have anxiety, and it's on my mind. But I can turn my thoughts away from it pretty easily. And there's something missing from the experience, and that is urgency. When you have a thought that is more in the OCD line, you feel it is urgent. You just don't have this thought. It is urgent you solve it. So if this was a more kind of a trigger, then I would probably be thinking, my Lord, what am I going to do? I can't believe this. I need to solve this now. And also, I need to know exactly what I'm going to do. I have to be very clear. Instead of the reality, well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, and, hopefully I'll figure it out, and, I'll do my best, The way the brain works is that, for example, say I'm sitting here, and I notice my girl ain't too smiley lately, just hasn't been smiling, and I start thinking, maybe she isn't happy. Well, I should ask her about it. That's fine. But if this is a OCD type thought, it will seem urgent. No, I need to figure this out right now. And it will keep going on and on and on. Boy, she's not laughing. Maybe she's displeased with me. Maybe she's angry at me. Maybe she's going to leave. On and on and on and on. And what's really going on, is there a problem with my girl? I don't know. Maybe. It's possible. But I tell you what's really going on. If this is an OCD type thought, if this is rumination, what's really going on is I'm feeling insecure. And then I can stop, and instead of my thoughts going to her, analyzing everything, I can say, whoa, what's happening that's making me feel insecure? Whenever these thoughts rev up, I look at it as a sign that I've lost contact with my body. I've lost contact with what's happening with me. So what will really happen, just to give an example, something that did happen. So I was going, me and my girl were going somewhere, and we were going to meet one of her old friends. And this is an old lover, right? Already I'm uncomfortable. And also he made it big. He's got $200 million. Oof, wow. Well, all of a sudden, I started thinking about that. Boy, was she eager to meet this guy? Let me kind of just go over all the little things. Is this safe? Blah, blah, blah. What's her attitude? Does she really love me? On and on and on. And then I stopped because actually, no, this has nothing to do with her. If it does, I'll think about it. Really, this is me feeling insecure. This is something me. The message is telling me something about me. Oh, I'm actually feeling secure because this guy has all this money, and boy, I don't know, maybe I should grab one of my friends who works at McDonald's. Man, we should hang out so she can compare me and I look good. And, this is about my insecurity, The amygdala, that fear part of the brain, it will not pick just anything. It's like a bully. It'll pick the exact thing you are terrified of happening. Just like a bully. Man, just like a bully, if you wish, you can argue against it. My girl's going to leave me. Oh, no, she's not. Why would she? I have no reason to think that. Okay, but you're engaging with the fight now, and you're going on trying to prove it wrong. Just like a bully. You could deny it. You can fight back. You can say, no, you're a bully. On and on and on. But you're engaging it. The best way to deal with bullies, we all know, is just to ignore them. Just ignore them. Well, my girl, okay, fine, my girl's going to leave me, sure, okay. And I look at that as a sign, not pointing to a reality, my girl might leave me. I'll have to think about that and see what I can do. But it's a reality about how I'm feeling about myself. These feelings are all about my relationship, not with her. My relationship to my own vulnerability. I'm vulnerable. this. How is my relationship with that vulnerability? How's my relationship with uncertainty? Okay, so those are the type of thoughts. So the first meditation, what I would do is I would do a body scan. I won't go into all of it. I'd find some place in your body that feels very safe. You might be upset, so your shoulders might be up, you might be clenching, but do a body scan. You can find some part in your body that feels safe, grounded. Oftentimes our feet, maybe it's our hands. We feel strong in our hands. And you just focus on that. And anytime the anxiety gets too much, you can always go back to that place. And I do this, I mark it. But if someone's telling me about a thought they're having, I would first go back to a specific memory when they were having that thought. It's like, oh boy, yeah, been ruminating about your girl, yeah. I know you've been ruminating today and yesterday, but specifically, when was this really hitting you? The unconscious wants a specific memory. So they'll say, well, yesterday I was at the computer, got an email, and all of a sudden, okay, go to the computer. This is what I do. So I get into a comfortable relax, just relax, get into it, and go back to that memory. And imagine you're there now, and see yourself sitting there, see the lighting, see what's going around, right? You get this email, okay? And we're going to look at this almost like a chain reaction, right? Email hits, you read it, and all of a sudden, first, the body reacts, the nervous system reacts. If you slow it down, that's what happens. So I say, what are you feeling? Oh, yeah, I tense up. Yeah, I get ready, defensive into a fight. Oh, geez, okay. And my heart starts beating. I'm breathing shallow, depending, okay. Just notice the sensations. You don't have to live them. Take the observer stance, kind of float above yourself, and just notice. Oh, the body's having this sensation. Oh, the stomach is clenched up. We're not judging. It doesn't mean anything. They're just sensations, okay. From those sensations, what emotions come up? Because the body will feel those sensations, the mind will start giving you emotions. And, well, the emotions are, anxiety, even dread, perhaps panic. Oh, okay. Just stay with that, and let that flow through you. Just notice those emotions. You don't judge them. Ooh, what does this mean? On and on and on. Just notice it. And now from these emotions, what are your thoughts? Because you're freaking out, and the brain looks around and says, well, nothing's really happening here. It can't just be like, oh, my girl's unhappy, and she's just unhappy. No, the body's really reacting. Let me think of a story where this makes sense. Maybe she's going to leave. Yeah. Oh, my Lord, she's going to leave me. She's going to leave me. As soon as I read this email, I knew she's going to leave me. She's going to leave me. The thoughts wind up. But again, just notice. Just observe. Unblend. And just observe like a scientist. Yes, I see this. I'm having sensations, emotions. Oh, I see the thoughts. Oh, these are familiar thoughts. I know these thoughts. And it's almost like you imagine that these thoughts are coming from a radio. It's almost like you label it doom and gloom radio. And it's like you're carrying around this radio, and I'm not even saying the radio is false. If I had to guess, I bet you some of the things that radio is saying, oh, she's going to leave you, have some truth, some probably completely false, some are exaggerated. But some might indeed be completely true. But let's not now. When you all look at these thoughts, it's when you're calm. But you just observe, unblend, and it's almost like you're listening to doom and gloom radio, almost like you're walking around the radio. Girl's going to leave you, girl's going to leave you, girl's going to leave you. On and on and on. But you don't have to argue with the thoughts. You don't have to take these thoughts seriously. You need not countenance them as significant. No, just allow them. And notice you can be with these thoughts and these harsh emotions and these uncomfortable sensations for a few moments. Is it okay if we stayed here for a few moments? Stay with it, unblend. Because even though there's a part of you that's anxious and panicking and thinking, there's another part of you that's above it all, witnessing it. And that part is in equanimity. It's completely peaceful. It's just observing. And what I'd like you to notice is that you really aren't your thoughts. Your thoughts will change. Tomorrow you'll have different thoughts. Your emotions will be different. Your body will be different. But something will stay the same. There'll be a consistency, And that's what I'm talking about, right? So I would just imagine that practice doom and gloom radio. Okay. That's like a little exercise. I'll do a formal one in one moment. The other thing I wanted to say is how you speak to yourself. So the brain is not that bright. If I say, ooh, my girl's going to leave me. Ooh, actually right now that gave me a little anxious. Just hearing that, Because if you say that like a fact, the brain thinks it's happening, and you experience it as if it's happening. Of course anxious. But if you said this, which is objectively true, I'm having the thought that my girl's going to leave me. I'm having the thought that my girl's going to leave me. It feels a lot different. It doesn't feel as urgent. It doesn't feel like it's going to induce me to panic. I'm just having the thought. Is she? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at that thought and think about it. But just the way you phrase it, because my girl is going to leave me. No, they'll experience it. I'm having the thought that my girl's going to leave me. I'm having the thought that I'm a loser. I'm having the thought that no one will love me. I'm having that thought. Oh, sure, we all have these thoughts. Very common. These radio stations, they play and they play and they play. Where do they come from? I don't know. From childhood, from society, from you, from the air. It doesn't matter. They just picked up and they blare in our heads. You need not pay them any attention. The second, just one more strategy is when you talk to your thoughts, agree and amplify, Oh boy, my girl's going to leave me. Oh, thank you, brain. Yes. You're right. Now is my girl going to leave me? She's probably been planning it for the past few years. This probably big, elaborate. I tell you who she's going to cheat with me on. Probably my brother. Oh yeah, she's going to come to me and she's going to do it on purpose. And she's probably working for the devil. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, this thank you, brain. You're really helping me with my relationship. She's totally going to leave me. And she's probably going to rob me before she leaves me too. Yeah, thank you, brain. If you agree and amplify, if you exaggerate the thoughts, hard to take them seriously. It takes away their power, And think about it. That's what you do to a bully, right? Hey, loser. Oh, yeah, I'm a huge loser. Thank you for letting me know. I'm surprised no one just comes and locks me up. I'm surprised they let someone such a big loser. But thank you for pointing out. Thank you very much. Agree and amplify. You're not feeding into it. You're not going to give them any ammo. You're not going to argue against it. You're going to deny it. But if you have a hard time staying with it, you can simply agree and amplify. Okay, here's the second meditation. This is called the observer meditation, right? So I would naturally have you get into this state, do a body scan, take 3 deep breaths, and just kind of get into it, right? And then have the person shut their eyes, and I tell them that we're going to do an exercise to begin to try to experience that place where you are not your programming. There's no way to fail at this. Just whatever you're feeling or thinking, just let it come up, So take a moment with your eyes closed and turn your attention to yourself in the very room you're in now. Eyes closed. Picture yourself in the room. Picture yourself in the room exactly where you are. And now kind of just float into your skin. Get in touch with your body. Notice how you're sitting in the chair. See if you can notice how the chair shapes your flesh, your skin. Notice any bodily sensations, any feelings. Just notice. Notice any emotions you're having right now. This is stupid. What am I doing? I'm getting irritated. Whatever. Any thoughts. Don't argue with them. Just notice. Okay? Just notice you're having thoughts. Now, I want you to notice is that as you notice those things, a part of you notice them. You notice the sensations, the emotions, the thoughts. This is the observer you. A part of you had to unblend to observe all this. And there's a person here, right behind your eyes, that is aware of what I'm saying right now. And it's the same person you've been your whole life. And in some deep sense, this observer you is the you that you call you. So, try and remember something that happened last summer. Nothing big, something neutral. Just picture that. Imagine being there, right? Get in your mind. And just look around. Remember what was happening. Remember the sights, the smells, the sounds. Remember your feelings, And see if you can notice that you were there, noticing what you were noticing, See if you can kind of catch the person behind your eyes who saw and heard and felt. You were there then. And you are here now. I'm not asking you to believe this. I'm not trying to make some logical argument here. I'm just asking you to note your experience of being aware. See for yourself. See for yourself that in some deep sense, the you that's here now was there then. The same you. Even though your emotions are different now, and your thoughts are different, and your body's different. Something's the same. It's that observer self. Think about something that happened when you were a teenager, right? Something neutral. I don't know, high school, right? Picture it. And notice what's happening around there. Picture the people, the lighting, what you were thinking, what you were feeling, how your body felt, And right there, just see. See if just for a second you can catch that there's a person behind your eyes then who saw, felt, and heard all this. Not only were you seeing and feeling and hearing it, a part of you is observing it, Just see as a fact, not a belief, that there's an essential continuity between the person aware of what you're aware of now and the person who is aware of what you're aware of as a teenager. This you has been the same, and you've been you your whole life. Even think about childhood. Go ahead, take a memory, childhood, any memory, something neutral, right? 6, 7 years old. Get that image. Look around. See what's happening. Remember what you were seeing, hearing, feeling. And notice, too, there is a you behind your eyes there. Just check and see if you can sense the you that's here now, but that was back there then. The person aware of what you're aware of right now was there then. And you've been you your whole life, This you has been there noticing, the observer you. Take that perspective. Look at your life from the observer you. Look at your body, right? Your body's changed since you were an infant. Sometimes your body's healthy, sick, energetic, lazy. Always different. But you're not your body, Even as we've spoken, your body has changed. You have a body, but as a matter of experience, this isn't a theory, this is just our experience. Who knows the reality? I don't know the truth. But our experience, you do not experience yourself to be just your body. Just notice right now. Or check out your roles. This is interesting. Notice how many roles you've had in life. Perhaps you're a child, a father, a mother, a friend, a coworker, an employee, a lover. Perhaps you're a follower, a leader. Well, you're in a role all the time, though. Go ahead, try not to be. Then you'll be playing a role of not playing a role. Even I'm in a role right now. We all are. Even though our roles change, there's this you inside you. You when you're a lover, but also the you that when you were an employee. The same you observing. Even though your roles change and will change, this you does not, And don't believe it. Just look around and notice the distinction, Look at your emotions. They're always changing. Oh, now I'm happy. Now I'm sad. Now I'm bored. On and on and on and on. The only thing I can say about emotions is they're going to change. Even if you feel good, okay, fine. Soon you won't. If you feel bad, okay, fine. Soon you'll feel something different. But notice, even as these emotions change, you don't. So as a matter of fact, you experience yourself to be more than just emotions, You're just you through it all, But the difficult part is your thoughts. Notice how your thoughts are constantly changing. Even just during this meditation, how many thoughts did you have? They're constantly changing. Sometimes they make no sense. Sometimes they come out of nowhere. Yeah. And yet, even though your thoughts are changing, the you that experiences the thoughts remains unchanging. So you don't experience yourself as being your thoughts. You really don't. And you just check in on yourself and let me know. Yeah. Even right now, watch your thoughts. You're thinking, oh, I don't get this. He's going too fast. I'm having thoughts that he's going too fast. I'm having thoughts that I don't understand. I'm having thoughts. Just notice. Yeah. So the you is not your psychological content. That changes all the time. Your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations. You are actually the arena where those things happen. That's the content of your life. That's not you. That's the content, the context, the space in which these things unfold. Well, notice this. The things you've been struggling with, trying to change, they're not even you. These obsessive thoughts, the part of you that worries, the part of you that goes this, that, the other thing, that's not even the real you. It's not. IFS will call it the self, act, acceptance, commitment there, call it the observer you, whatever. And this war in your mind, I know it's there. No matter how this war goes, you, the real you, will always be there, unchanged. Whether it goes this or that way, whether your thoughts are super negative or super positive, that you will be there, unchanged by it all. And the point is just to notice this. I mean, this buys you a little space between you and your thoughts, And the knowledge that you've been through it all. And you don't have to have an investment in all this psychological content as the measure of your life. How's my life going? Yeah, I can measure by the thoughts. Oh, if I'm having a lot of negative thoughts, then my life's awful. A lot of positive thoughts, well, then it's wonderful. I need not measure my life by whatever my crazy brain is telling me. Yeah. And so now after all that, have that fade away. Picture yourself back in the room. Now picture the room. Float back in your skin. Float back into your body. Take a couple breaths. And when you're ready, eyes can open. So in my mind, if you have rumination, I do ideal parent figure protocol, I do experiential work and parts work. Yeah, it's great, but it takes a long time. Meanwhile, these thoughts are just tormenting us. And these are things you need to practice. When you're having a thought, instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to die alone. Oh, I'm having the thought that I'm going to die alone. That's not a good thought. But it feels a lot less activating if I say it. I notice I'm having the thought. You can even talk back to your brain. Oh, thank you, brain. Yes, you're right. I am going to die alone. I'm going to die alone. Or if there are people, they're probably going to be laughing at me. Yes, brain, you really helped me out. Thank you. So those are just some quick things you can do. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and I'll try and get back.